Let's take an honest look at what's really happening when it comes to rural living, home prices, and why some of these areas are astronomically booming and others are kind of balancing out. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Carrie Brockhurst and I am a local real estate agent right here in the city of Peterborough. Well, outside the city of Peterborough in a rural area, but we will dive into that more. If you're needing help relocating you or your family here, go to the comments in this video for your free, yes, free, no obligation, no email, no phone number, just pure resources to help you and your family relocate here. I do get texts, calls, emails from people just like yourself watching this video, so if you do need help, don't be afraid to reach out. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. So I've seen a steady stream of buyers leaving the GTA and looking for affordability and land out in the Kawarthas and Peterborough area. But here's the truth. Rural properties doesn't always mean cheaper anymore. In October of this year, 2025, the average sale price in the city of Peterborough was $548,000. That is down 6% from last year. Now what's important is the rural stats. Let's have a look at those. So as you can see here, things are all over the map. You got Cavan, it's slightly up. You have Douro, which is up 42% to the average sale price of a home, 1.1 in October. You have Otonabee, 13%, which is up. And then Norwood, which is about 31% up, average sale price $760. Now, you're probably wondering, a $1.1 million detached property, you're thinking, what is going on? These numbers are all over. I'm here to explain it. Why Douro and Otonabee are skyrocketing. Let's unpack it. There's two huge jumps, as you saw. They are telling, truthfully, a fake story, which may throw people for a bit of a loop, which is why I kind of gave you some clickbait there. I'm going to give you the reality of what actually happened. In these areas, Douro specifically was up 42% and has become one of the most in-demand rural pockets, and here's why. It is home to some of the most desirable waterfront properties in the region, especially around Stony Lake and Clear Lake. These lakes, I would like to say, are kind of like Muskoka vibes area. You might see some professional athletes up this way for their homes or cottages, that sort of thing, but the price point is more expensive. Many of these homes that sold in October were higher end listings that finally moved after sitting on the market earlier in the year, which made the average sale price skyrocket. There were only 9 sales in October, so a couple of $1 million lakefront closings can dramatically pull that average price up, and that's where we're seeing it here. Then there's Otonabee, which is just south of Peterborough. This area was up about 13% year over year. That area is being fueled by a few key things. It's minutes to the 401 and that new 115 corridor. So it's still commutable to the GTA people. There's a mix of new construction estates, some hobby farms, but honestly, the location to the city is what makes this area a prime spot. You are about 10 minutes into town, and with an average sale price of around $816,000, it's still viewed as better value compared to Cavan. So what we're really seeing is that rural demand isn't fading, it's kind of shifting to places with a balance of a lifestyle, land, and location, which in my opinion is key for families who are busy with kids and sports and activities. They want to be close enough to a town for hockey, lacrosse. Peterborough is very big for lacrosse, but far enough away to enjoy that rural lifestyle and hear the birds chirping and the grass is green and all of that great, lush, rural living lifestyle. Now, there are a few factors keeping prices resilient. So there is limited supply. Most areas are sitting around 4 to 6 months of inventory, which is keeping it in a more balanced and competitive market. But truthfully, it's only if the quality of homes or the home itself goes along with it. So lifestyle migration, yes, is great. Buyers are still working remotely, honestly, even hybrid, and they're willing to drive a bit further for quality of life and affordability. And to be clear, homes in Cavan are more expensive than the ones in Norwood due to the proximity of major highways. New development is kind of stalled due to the townships. Their permit process can take forever, so this keeps supply constrained. Permits are never as easy as you might think it is when dealing with the city or Orca. All of that means when a well-priced rural home hits the market and still gets attention, it normally moves pretty quickly. Even as those city listings pile up, nobody is really jumping at those city listings. They want the rural properties. So if you're a seller and you're watching this and you're in the Peterborough area and you have a good home, I promise you, if it's priced appropriately, it will sell. Let's talk about the part no one posts on Instagram. That gorgeous acre lot you are dreaming of, well, you'll need to be maintaining it yourself. That riding lawn mower that might seem so fun, well, it could take you up to 2 hours, if not more, to cut your grass on that beautiful Saturday morning every week, twice a week potentially in the summer. That private road sounded great. However, you might be sharing maintenance costs with your neighbors that may have been a big surprise to you. That beautiful long driveway surrounded by lush greenery will become a nightmare in those winter months with snowdrifts and snow plowing. You need to get to work at 7 a.m., but your driveway is full of snow. Now what? Utility bills. Sometimes you're on propane heat, septic system, and that septic system, if it needs to be repaired, could cost you up to $30,000-$40,000 to redo it. Not only that, you need to redo the lawn and sod it and make it all pretty again. And well, water, it's great because you don't have a bill, but you do need to get your well tested. That is something that you forget about when you're moving to a rural property in the area. So there is a lot of maintenance that comes with rural living that people tend to forget about. These are just a few of the realities of rural living. It all looks great, but on paper, sometimes it can cost you more, or you can get in over your head on maintaining the land that comes along with the house. So what we're seeing right now, buyers want convenience, schools, quick access. Rural buyers want space and privacy with the lifestyle. But the crossover, people who want both, is where demand is strongest right now. Close to town, but rural living is a sweet spot. That's why areas like Cavan and Otonabee and even Douro, which is east of Peterborough but before Norwood, are performing so high and steadily right now. You will get land, but still be within 15 minutes of town amenities. So if you're moving to rural. So if you're planning a move to Peterborough and you want that rural lifestyle, where is the best place to go? If you're relocating, here's where you'll find the value right now. Selwyn prices dipped 11%, creating entry points for lake people or lake buyers. So if you're dreaming of that lake home, now could be your time. Cavan, a balanced market with strong resale demand. I believe Millbrook and Cavan area in the next 10 years will become the new Brooklyn Whitby. A new subdivision is going in, a new school is being built. It's only a matter of time before that Walmart Supercenter will be coming in. I mean, I think we're a long ways away from that, but I do think a lot of commercial plazas will be going in there. Norwood, this is another gem of a spot. You're about 20 minutes from Peterborough. There's less inventory, but great dollar per square foot. Norwood, we're also seeing a massive jump in home prices there because we're getting that Gen Z buyer moving out of the city because they want more rural living. And if you want the in-between, check out Old Norwood Road. There are some beautiful estate homes, great property, and super close to the city. So before you fall in love with that country driveway, make sure you understand not just the dream, but the data. If you're thinking about moving to Peterborough area or exploring rural life in the Kawarthas, again, download my free relocating guide. guide. Doesn't cost you anything. I don't get a notification. It's for you, and educate yourself before moving you or your family here. It breaks down townships, prices, cost of living. There are separate videos on that as well. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out. Happy to help. Ciao.